Okay, so for this plane, we're definitely going to go in every possible detail we can. Welcome back, guys. It's Big Muscle again, and today we are in Warner Robins, Georgia, with the Air Force Museum, and we're in Hangar 2, and we're going to take a look at the fastest plane on Earth. Okay, so let's get some information about this. So on July 27 and 28, 1976, 3 U.S. Air Force air crews flew the SR-71 high altitude reconnaissance plane. Reconnaissance aircraft set 3 absolute world speed at altitude record. One record, absolute speed, is still recognized as the fastest humans have ever traveled in an aircraft. The record flights were conceived by the Air Force officials as a way to celebrate the nation's bicentennial and at the same time showcase the capability of the U.S. Air Force. An around the world speed flight was proposed but rejected because of its complexity. We then looked at what could be accomplished on a typical training sortie, said Major General Edson Joris, then a captain of the pilot for the absolute speed run. 3 records were selected for the attempt: speed over the closed course, altitude in horizontal flight, and speed over 1525 kilometer closed course. Aircraft and crew were selected through normal rotation, and preparations were made as though the record attempts were normal training missions. Major Pat Bledsoe, pilot, and Major John Fuller, RSO, were first up on the July 27th, attempted to break the speed over a closed course record, flying Blackbird 958, the aircraft on display. So we're going to take a look at it shortly. Bledsoe and Fuller flew what was essentially a 1,000 kilometer, 621 mile circle at a speed of 2,092 miles, 0.294 miles per hour, easily breaking the previous record of 1,852 miles per hour set in the 1967 by a highly modified Soviet MiG-25. On July 28, Captain Robert Helt and Captain Larry Elliott in SR-71 SN 67-7963 and flew at a sustained altitude of 85,068 feet, beating the previous record by nearly 5,000 feet. Later the same day, Captain Eldon Joris, pilot, and Major George Morgan, RSO, climbed into Blackbird 958 to make the attempt on the absolute speed record. In order to set the record, an aircraft has to cross an electric timing gate, travel at 25 kilometer course, cross another timing gate, turn around and repeat the course in the opposite direction to cancel out the effect of the wind, just as they were crossing the gate for the second leg of the run. The aircraft suffered an unstart engine shutdown. General Joris recalled an unstart, the aircraft yaws and the nose pitches up. There is a 5-step checklist to get the engine relit. I knew I had to keep the nose to stay in the 150-foot box, so that's what I concentrated on. By the time we had gone through the checklist, we'd already passed the second gate. Still, we exited the gate at Mach 3.2. Even with the engine shut down, Joris and Morgan set an absolute speed record of 2,193.167 miles per hour, a record that remains unbroken. Okay, so here's the Blackbird 958. That's the picture there you're looking at, 1976. And here's Captain Eldon Joris and Major George Morgan. Okay, so those are the guys who hold that record. And here's a look at the engine. Let's take a look at the engine right here. This is as far as we go. We can't go past these barriers that are put up around the aircraft. So we're taking a look at the engine from where we can. All right. That's it. So it's a Pratt & Whitney engine, as you can see. Yes. And these are flight records and the guys who flew it, breaking several records. Blackbird 958. Now let's take a walk around, look, and see how much more footage we could get of this plane. So